Radiation leak at an American nuclear power plant, San Onofre, 45 miles north of San Diego, California. Officials say the leak is small, but as we've seen before, sometimes nuclear plants have changed the story after an accident. And look at this, 7 million Americans live within 50 miles of San Onofre. So ABC's David Wright traveled there to investigate what the real risks are. David.
Good evening, Diane. Here's what we know. A very small amount of radiation apparently leaked inside the far dome over there. Barely measurable, quote, very, very low levels. That's the quote from a spokesman for the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. However, the concerns were high enough that the plant is now closed. Officials say the radiation leak likely occurred in the steam generator tubes of San Onofre's reactor number 3.
No danger to the public, no danger to our workers.
Did any radiation leak out?
If there was any leakage at all, it would have been so minor.
That steam system, which is supposed to be shielded from any exposure to radiation, was replaced in December 2010. So the question is, why did those parts fail now?
It could be a mechanical issue due to new equipment. There was also a possibility that the equipment was defective and that this is a harbinger of more problems.
San Onofre is one of dozens of U.S. reactors facing new scrutiny after Japan's nuclear crisis, right on the coast in the heart of America's earthquake country, just next door to the Marine Corps' West Coast hub, Camp Pendleton. We came here the day the Fukushima Daiichi plant in Japan melted down. Plant officials were eager to reassure the public the same thing could not happen here.
Is this plant safe?
Well, absolutely, this plant is safe.
After Japan, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission updated its seismic model and in a report issued just yesterday found that 96 reactors in the central and southern U.S. are in regions at higher risk of a quake than previously thought. Major metropolitan areas are uncomfortably close to major nuclear power plants. Indian Point, just outside New York City, 20 million people live in a 50-mile radius. Dresden, just 50 miles from the heavily populated suburbs of Chicago.
And if we don't make them shut it down, it's going to be too late. We can't wait for the NRC, we can't wait for the government.
Now, it is important to underscore it is not clear that this event had anything to do with earthquakes. It's likely just faulty equipment. However, after what happened in Japan, people are understandably concerned, Diane.